Hi everyone, this is Jen Jen. I think I'm Mrs. Jen Jen on YouTube. But I want to do a video today on two books that I've read, and I've been hearing a lot about them, and I follow them. Well, I follow kind of both those methods. But anyway, I wanted to talk about Curly Like Me and Curly Girl. Now, I got both of these books at the library because I loaned my Curly Like Me to my sister-in-law. So anyway, I read both these books, and I even took notes so that I could give a very fair, honest review so that everyone could get, information if you decide to read these or own them. Actually, I think I'm going to go out and buy them and keep them in my library. I have one of them already. But let me start with Curly Girl by Massie. Curly Girl. In this book, Curly Girl, she talks about many, many different types of curls. 7 different types, to be more exact. I liked how she defined the different types of curls in here. I liked it better than Andre, the system, the 4, the 1 through 4C or whatever. I like her system a lot better, It was really easy for me to identify my curl type. Super easy. Like, boom. There it is. There's my curl type right there. Full length color pictures. Awesome. That was super easy. She had a regimen for every curl type. So she had Terry, on the other hand, she basically is talking about her hair. Terry's biracial, and she gives a whole thing about, when she was a kid, and all the relaxers, and how it broke off, and this whole story. And I could relate a lot to her because I'm biracial, and I suffered a lot of breakage when I was relaxing, so I related a lot to her story, and, the struggle of my white mother trying to figure out how to deal with my hair, and, I got that. So she's basically talking about her curl type, but she says that her method can work on many different curls. Okay, let's get down to the method. Curly Girl. What I would like to say is I think both methods are very similar. There's just some things that, they do. Curly Girl. She recommends you do like a pre-poo before you get in a shower, where you put a sulfite-free conditioner. No, let me get this straight. Sulfate-free shampoo on your head, or you can use a botanical conditioner on your hair. Then when you get in the shower, you wash that out. Okay. While still in the shower, you take a gob full of conditioner, a botanical conditioner, and you squish it all in your hair. This is what makes her method different from Terry's method. She wants you to finger detangle your hair while you're in the shower. So you use your hands. She says you can use a wide tooth comb, but she's really into, being gentle and using your fingers. Actually, I used her method today. So you you leave that conditioner in. She says, you may want to put a little bit of water into it, but she's into squeezing the water out as compared to having a towel and patting it out. So you squeeze the water out. For styling, she wants you to take a gob full of gel and scrunch it into your hair, and that will help style it. And as things are, like, when it's wet, you're supposed to like scrunch your hair. Yeah. So that's what, and she's into gel. She wants you to use gel for my hair type. Okay, so gel. She says, if you put a part somewhere to put in a clip to define the curl there. I didn't put in a part in my hair, so I didn't do that. All right, Terry's method, a little different. Terry says if you want to use a shampoo, you can use a shampoo, and she actually has a list of shampoos that she recommends. Okay, she goes, to get a second wash, you can use what she calls rinsing conditioners. So she also has a whole list of rinsing conditioners in which you put the conditioner in your hair, and it's just designed to sit in your hair, and then you rinse it out. She doesn't feel comfortable with you leaving that conditioner in your hair, so it's a rinsing conditioner. Like Hello Hydration would be a perfect example of a rinsing conditioner that she recommends. Okay, after you've rinsed that conditioner out, you take a handful of what she calls a leave-in conditioner, which can be something as cheap as Aussie Moist, because I use Aussie Moist, and you same thing as Curly Girl. You put a bunch of it in your hair. You work it in. Now this is what differs from how Terry differs from Massey. Okay, she is into a Denman brush. She wants you to section your hair, and she actually has a whole technique on how you use your Denman brush to detangle your hair. I don't always use a Denman brush. I like to use Denman brush for specific styles. She, instead of gel, she likes to define her curls by individually, when it's wet, smoothing out every curl. There's a couple ways that you can do it. You can do it in sections where you take your finger and you smooth out whole sections like this, but she actually sits and individually smooths out each one of her curls. I've never done that. I've never had the time to do that, but I have smoothed out my curls in sections, and I have used the Denman brush. I don't do it every day. Today I finger detangled my hair, so I go back and forth. I kind of do both methods. For short hair, she talks about making doodles, or basically finger coils, which I don't finger coil my whole hair. I just don't have the time. So I'll do like just the front sometimes, or in different styles. Okay, so let's talk about the difference. Massey, she's a professional stylist. In her book, many different personal stories from many different curl types, and where they were and where they are now and what they're doing, and all that stuff. So very diverse in that sense. Full-length color pictures. In here it also has a DVD. I didn't bother watching the DVD, sorry. But full-length color pictures are in here. Very, it's nice. It kind of reminds me of a magazine when you look through this. Different curl types. Okay. She has short hair, long hair, in between medium hair, different styles for weddings, all that, clips, tools, all that stuff to use in here. Homemade recipes. How to grow your hair after chemotherapy and radiation and stuff. This is all around very professional, like, hairstylist. Terry, basically, is a method she developed. It's a method that she came up with that helped her grow her hair out long. Okay? Her story is very well developed. She has a whole chapter just on her story. She does not have color pictures. This is, her first book. But it is, rather extensive. She goes into, refreshing her curls. I didn't really see that with this. She wants you to, like, wash your hair more often, while Terry says, you can do it once, twice a week. But she talks about actually refreshing your curls. She lists ingredients to avoid. She actually gives you products she uses or is tested, from shampoos to rinsing conditioners to leave-in conditioners. She actually has a whole list, and they're affordable. And you can go get all of her information for free at tightlycurly.com. Now, the book is a little more extensive, but the method and her ingredients and her conditioners and her shampoos, everything is on her website for free. I could not find a blog or a website or anything for her. Okay, so you can go, without buying anything, start her method immediately. What they both talk about. They both talk about relaxers are horrible. They talk about how they damage your hair. They talk about, the structure and it destroying. Terry goes really into the science of it. But relaxers bad. If you're going to chemically color your hair. This is what you should do to not damage your hair, or understand you may get these kind of damaging results if you do that. So they both talk about that. They talk about handling children's hair, how to, the gentle methods with children's hair. And they both talk about trimming their hair. Although in this book here, she actually gives you tips on how to find a good stylist for curly hair. Well, Terry's like, forget the stylist, cut your own hair. So in that sense, okay, me personally, I didn't realize that basically I've been taking, after reading these two books, I went, I'm really not a tightly curly girl, and I'm really not a curly girl method. I'm kind of like, I take a little bit of what works for me from both of these, and I do them, because I do use a botanical, sulfate-free shampoo. I shampoo my hair once a week. That's usually on Saturday. I did that today. And I use my mop top. That's botanical. I use a botanical conditioner, my mop top conditioner. I only use that like once a week because it's really expensive. But I'll cold wash my hair up to 2 other times a week because, I really like my curls and how they define really well. And so sometimes I just got to add a little water, but then I got to put conditioner in it to get it to be defined. So I will, during the week, wet my hair down, put in a gob full of Hello Hydration, either rake with my fingers or a wide tooth comb, rinse that out, put a big gob of Aussie Moist in, and let it dry, wear it, wash and go like that. Or I might, clip up the sides here and do my curly fro hawk where I take my Denman brush, and I define my curls. Sometimes I find with the Denman brush it really shrinks my curls in, so if I really want them close in, I'll take my Denman brush and I'll actually detangle with my Denman brush. Today I did curly girl. I purposely did curly girl. I used my mop top gentle cleaner. I used my daily conditioner. I scrunched, I put in a light hold gel, to it. So I think you should read them both. Do what I did, go to the library, read them both, and play with them both, and just figure out what's best for you. Because I hear people say, I'm a curly girl, I'm a curly girl, or I'm a tightly curly girl method. I do the tightly curly method. Well, I'm kind of both. I like them both. I think they're both really, when it comes to hair, they're both really good. I mean, I'm going to put them next to my Grow It book. I like them both. So that's my review. If you have any questions or comments, come to my blog, jengoingnatural.blogspot.com. Leave a comment here. As always, blessings.